Hey, what's going on, guys? Sean X10 back with a video for you guys today. Today I'm bringing you my Q&A video, and I really haven't had any time to do it over the past couple of weeks just because of I went to company, relatives, I had friends over, just all that stuff. But I'm finally here doing it. Hopefully none of you guys are mad, but whatever. But so yeah, let's just get right into the video. And I gotta say, Roberto Juarez and Mike Shannon, you guys ask a lot of questions. So yeah. But let's get started. I got my paper right here, and I'm actually gonna start off with Roberto Juarez because you had the most questions, and yeah. So Roberto Juarez, for Bruno Sammartino nickname, which is better, the living legend or Italian Superman? I didn't really watch Bruno Sammartino that much, but I'd probably go Italian Superman. Dwayne, and this is all of these. I'll say when the next person is, but Roberto has like a lot, so I'm gonna just keep going. All right, from him again. Dwayne Johnson wrestler name. Which do you like better, The Rock or Rocky Maivia? I'd probably say The Rock, just because it defined his career more than Rocky Maivia. He was just like Intercontinental Championship holder when he was just Rocky Maivia, so I like The Rock better. Are you glad that RVD is returning? Obviously, this is after Money in the Bank, but I'm glad that he returned. It's so great to see him back. He does all these kicks, all these moves, the 5-star frog splash, rolling thunder, so it's really cool to see him back in the WWE. Who do you really want to return to the WWE? I'd really like to see either CM Punk, I meant Jeff Hardy to feud with CM Punk where they left off, or Batista to feud with John Cena where he left off as well. Batista's not that old. He's younger than a lot of guys in the WWE right now, like John Cena. I think he's old, or he's younger than him. But I really like to see Batista or Jeff Hardy come back to the WWE because I think they should just give him one more go at it. And so yeah, maybe we'll get a surprise return at SummerSlam. Who knows? But that'd be really cool to see Batista or Jeff Hardy back in the WWE someday. Who do you think is the real strongest man? Mark Henry 2000s or Bruno Sammartino's 1960s? Man, you do like Bruno Sammartino. Like I said, I've never really watched one of his matches, but what it seems like, Bruno Sammartino's really strong, but Mark Henry's pretty strong too. So, but I'll probably go with Bruno Sammartino. No reason, I just don't really know. Who's the worst WWE superstar who ever came to WWE? I'm guessing you're saying. It came to WWE. Like, do you mean that just like debuted, or just like in general? But I don't know what you mean by that. But if I had to say, probably say maybe Brodus Clay. I mean, he's just a joke now. So yeah, Brodus Clay. Who's the best high flyer, Kofi Kingston or Justin Gabriel? Really, Kofi Kingston. Who's the greater big man, Big Show or Andre the Giant? I'd probably say Andre the Giant, just because I really don't know. I mean, Big Show's pretty big and pretty strong, but Andre the Giant's probably stronger and bigger than him. So yeah, Andre the Giant. Do you think Bruno Sammartino would be a great character in WWE 2K14? There we go again with Bruno Sammartino. Sure, why not? What was the saddest death in WWE, Eddie Guerrero or Andre the Giant? I'd probably say Eddie Guerrero, just because it has been more recent, and it was like unexpected. So it's sad to see someone like that go, like with great talent. So yeah, I'd probably say Eddie Guerrero. But Andre the Giant, that was a sad death too, but I'd probably go with Eddie Guerrero. Which diva do you think is a bitch, AJ, Eve, or Maurice? AJ. We know you got autographs from a bunch of WWE superstars. Is there someone you really want to get an autograph from? Well, I already have Kofi's, so the next person on my list would probably have to be John Cena. I mean, I'm not really the biggest John Cena fan, but that'd be pretty cool, sweet. That'd be pretty sweet to have in my collection. Which two old WWE superstars would you prefer, Bob Backlund or Bruno Sammartino? Bruno Sammartino. Do you think Bruno Sammartino is a really awesome wrestler? Sure, why not? On these two WWE T-shirts, which one do you think is better? Dolph Ziggler, You Wish You Could, or The Rock, Just Bring It? Probably Dolph Ziggler, You Wish You Could, just because it's more of a new, unique T-shirt and it's more like lively. The Rock, just a black T-shirt. So I'd probably go with the Dolph Ziggler one. Which diva is hotter? Kelly, Layla, Maria, Trish Stratus, or Nikki Bella? Hotter? I'd probably go with Trish Stratus just because she's got, you know what. And now we're on to Mike Shannon, the other guy that asked a lot of questions. What are we at? What time? Okay, wow, 5 minutes already. Alright, Mike Shannon, what is your favorite WWE action figure you have? Probably the Elite 7 Triple H and Elite 7 Shawn Michaels. What got you into watching WWE? Nothing really. It was just a Monday night. We were watching the Eagles game, and my friend was over, and he just changed the channel, and that's how I got into it. He changed the channel to that, and I was like, oh wow, this is interesting. And it was a match with Kofi in it, so that was pretty cool. If you could rule the world, but you need a WWE super wrestler to help, who would it be? Probably someone like CM Punk. Who is your favorite WWE wrestler of all time? Probably Mankind, just because he's put his body and his career on the line. He's a fantastic wrestler, so I'd probably go with Mick Foley or Mankind. Who do you like? Would you like WWE if all of the 1980 wrestlers all came back? If they came back and took place of current superstars, then I wouldn't really like it as much, just because they're really old, unless they stay the same age that they were in 1980. But I wouldn't really like that much. So yeah. If Undertaker showed up at your house and asked for a drink, what drink would you give him without asking him? I'd probably just give him a beer. If one wrestler from TNA came to WWE, which TNA superstar would you want it to be? Probably Jeff Hardy. I don't really watch TNA, but I know that Jeff Hardy's in there. Maybe Ric Flair or Mr. Kennedy. But my first pick would have to be Jeff Hardy. If WWE had a contest at a place close to you that made you able to have a chance to win a free trip to WrestleMania, but your cousin is having a birthday party the same day, which would you pick, contest or cousin? I'd probably pick cousin, just because I know that I can get tickets to WrestleMania, so it's not really that big of a deal. In your opinion, who is the strongest WWE wrestler out of the whole roster? Out of the whole current roster, I'd probably go with Mark Henry, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Roman Reigns right now. Who is your favorite tag team ever? Probably Edge and Christian. They've had a lot of great ladder matches, TLC matches, and yeah. Who do you think is better, Rey Mysterio or Sin Cara? Rey Mysterio, just because he's been in the WWE longer, and Sin Cara has a lot to prove, and he's only been in the WWE for what, 3 years, maybe 2.5 years. So Rey Mysterio. Who do you think talks and entertains the best on the mic out of Y2J, John Cena, CM Punk, Stone Cold, or The Rock? Who talks the best? I'd probably have to say CM Punk. I never really see him stumble or trip over his words, but to entertain, it's probably going to be Stone Cold or The Rock. But I'd probably go Stone Cold, because like The Rock can sometimes be serious, but Stone Cold is just like fun and games. He really isn't that serious ever. So the best that talks is CM Punk, and the most entertaining is probably Stone Cold. Are you scared of the upcoming Wyatt family? Because I am. Not really. If you could have met one wrestler that died, who would it have been? Probably Eddie Guerrero. Who is better as a heel, Randy Orton or CM Punk? That's a good question. They're both really good at heels, but I'd probably say Randy Orton. What is your favorite WWE gimmick? Is it the Red Rooster? No, probably Hornswoggle. That's it. Who do you think would win, Ryback or Biggie? Ryback. Who do you think is the most deserving to beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania if you had to choose? John Cena. Are you a fan of John Cena? I don't hate him, but I'm not like the biggest fan of him, so I'm in the middle of that. If a cat, an evil cat, came up to your house and had an option to shoot the cat with a sniper rifle or let Edge spear the cat all the way to hell, which would it be? Probably Edge spear. What is your favorite WWE shirt you have? My favorite WWE shirt? It'd probably be either the Night of Champions event shirt or the Money in the Bank event shirt. Just because it's a good memory. Now, question from gaming, tips and news. Favorite ladder match? My favorite ladder match would probably have to be WrestleMania. What is it? WrestleMania 24 or 25 when CM Punk won it. And this one comes from Jason Gonzalez. What is the worst match you've seen? The worst match I've seen, I don't know, there's a lot of bad matches, but if I had to choose, I can't really pick one off the top of my head. Probably, I really don't know. Maybe Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus at WrestleMania, just because that was a letdown and a disappointment. Squared Circle Sports asks, what's one wrestling moment you saw live and you'll never forget? The Rock beating John Cena at WrestleMania 28, end of an era, Hell in a Cell match. CM Punk versus Triple H in that street fight at Night of Champions 2011. Randy Orton, the whole Money in the Bank 2013 show. So yeah. DXRVD 123456789 ask, what do you think of ROH and the Indies? I've never really gotten to ROH or the Indies. I don't even know what the Indies is. I sort of know what ROH is, but I really don't even, to be honest with you, I don't even know what Indies are. But yeah, sorry that I couldn't answer your question. I don't really watch ROH. Easton J asks, would you like to be a future WWE superstar? Yeah, sure. It wouldn't kill me. It wouldn't hurt. What title do you want first? Probably the WWE Championship. When would you debut on a show or pay-per-view if WWE gave you the choice? Probably pay-per-view. And would you give my channel a shout out? It's called Easton J. Oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys, a lot of people said give me shout outs, so I'm just going to say go subscribe to them in this video, and we're at 13 minutes, holy shit. But so Easton J, go subscribe to him. Also, how much money do you usually spend on a WWE shop in boxing? I don't know, maybe like $40. WWE Old School asks, why doesn't your Montreal Screwjob Battle Pack have the belt? The dumbass who sold it took out the belt, and I didn't really know it, so it sucks, but it's a really still cool piece to have. It's signed by both of them, and it's really cool. In Punk We Trust 123 asks, can I have a shout out? In Punk We Trust 123. There we go. Favorite wrestling moves and can't be a finisher or signature. Wow. I don't know. Wow, that's a hard one. I'll come back to that. If Kofi Kingston wasn't in the WWE, who do you think would be your favorite superstar? Probably someone like Justin Gabriel. Would you ever grow a beard as long as Daniel Bryan? Yeah, I would. Which two WWE superstars failed to live up to their hype? Probably Ryback and maybe definitely Ryback, because he just sucks now, and maybe Sheamus. He did have a great run in 2009, but I'll probably go with Sheamus. Best Raw match you've ever seen? Probably CM Punk versus John Cena to face Rock at WrestleMania 29. Most deserving to go into the WWE Hall of Fame? Triple H, I guess. I mean, he's not really retiring, but Triple H. Which superstar would you like to go into the Hall of Pain? I'd probably say John Cena. John Waltman asks, what's your favorite WrestleMania of all time? WrestleMania 28 right now. That was my first WrestleMania, and it was a great card. It was stacked. So WrestleMania 28. XXSV320XX asks, if WWE were to have any kind of match with any superstar, what would you pick? So I'm in a match with someone. I'd probably pick an Inferno match with Undertaker. How much money do you usually spend on a WWE shopping box? $40. German Suplex. What is your favorite WrestleMania? Probably WrestleMania 28, like I said. Can you sub back to me? Possibly, if I remember to. True Teller Maker. Are you excited that Rob Van Dam is coming back and might win the Money in the Bank? Yes, I was excited that he was coming back, but unfortunately he didn't win it, so that sucked. The Real Mrs. Penny Apple. John can eat a pizza in 4 minutes. Jim can eat a pizza in 5 minutes. Their grandfather can eat a pizza in 20 minutes. If Jim and John and their grandfather all start eating the same pizza at the same time, how many seconds will it take them to finish the pizza? I'll probably go with 3 minutes. What is your favorite book? I hate books. What is the square root of 876 plus 37% of 1925 divided by, or 1925 divided by 2? That would probably be bull crap. What's your favorite question that you've gotten in for this Q&A? I'll get back to that one as well because there's a lot more to come. Who's your favorite diva? Probably AJ. What are your thoughts on Fandango? Do 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 do. What is your favorite WWE t-shirt and why? What is your least favorite WWE t-shirt and why? Probably my favorite. Actually, my favorite would probably have to be The Miz Haters Love Me, because that's pretty cool. I have that one, and it's just a great design. And my least favorite would probably have to be. Hold on, I actually got some right here. Maybe this John Cena red one. So yeah. Do you snack while watching WWE? And if so, what is your favorite snack while watching WWE? I don't really usually snack, but if I do, I'd probably have some yogurt or something. If you could change one thing about WWE, what would it be? Probably the pay-per-views. Make them 4 hours, just because it gives more people like John Cena and Daniel Bryan coming up at SummerSlam. Gives them more time to wrestle, and CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, so that'd be kind of cool. If you could have, what wrestler would you like to be your neighbor and why? Probably Kofi Kingston, and because he's awesome. If you could have dinner with any wrestler, past or present, who would it be and why? Probably Stone Cold, because he's funny. I don't know. What are the top 3 figures you don't have that you want in your collection? I'd probably say Elite 4 Elite 4 Jericho, Elite or All-Star CM Punk, that one, and Elite Legacy with all the people in it. What is the oldest figure you have? Probably Elite 13 Cody Rhodes, Big Show, and Dolph Ziggler, just because those were my first ones that I ever got. How come you never wear that Raw 1000 t-shirt you got for your birthday last year? I don't know, it's too big on me. Reggie Butler asks, which WWE superstar would you want to see come back? Probably Jeff Hardy or Batista. WWE Super Triangle. Honestly, who's your favorite WWE superstar and diva? Kofi Kingston and AJ Lee. Biggest John Cena fan, 21. What do you think WWE 2K14 will be like? It will probably be better than 13, just because it's a new make, and they'll probably put everything. They'll probably put a lot of time into it, so yeah, it'll probably be fun. And also, can I have a shout out? Base John Cena fan 21. Go sub to him. Random WWE 1043. Hi, I'm back again. Are you going to WrestleMania 30? Yes, I am. How's your day been going? Pretty good. A cowboy rides into town on Friday. He stays for 2 nights and leaves on Friday. How do you do it? That's not possible because you can't leave in 2 days. What was your reaction when first watching Taker throw Mankind off the cell? I was like, holy crap. That was crazy. Baseball or football? To watch, probably football. To play, probably baseball. Does Sean's View need to seek mental help? Yes. Heel Helen asks, if you had to estimate how much money has been spent on all wrestling memorabilia altogether, including figures, belts, tickets, how much would it be? I'd probably say like 10,000. I'd say that. Gaming, music, and TV. Who do you prefer, The Rock, Undertaker, or Triple H? Please answer. I would probably have to go with The Undertaker just because he's proved his WrestleMania 21-0 streak, and he's just a great wrestler in the ring. No disrespect to The Rock or Triple H, they're amazing wrestlers as well, but I'd probably have to give this one to Undertaker just because he puts on great matches no matter who it is. He'll always put on a great match. Official BTC1 asks, a wrestler that has passed that you would love to have met. Probably Eddie Guerrero. Eric Lasher asks, do you like shooting games? If so, what is your favorite one and why? Probably Call of Duty, but I barely play that. And Eric Lasher asks, do you like shooting? Oh wait, whoops, I put that twice. And one last thing, do you have any WWE figures that I can exchange for my Havok Unleashed Batista figure that I rarely play with? I don't know. You'd have to give me an offer, but if you only have one figure, then that's that figure. Probably no. Sorry, dude. Brogue RKO asks, can you give me a shout out? Brogue RKO, sub to him. HBK Mania 96, what is your most prized WWE possession? Love your videos, by the way. Don't ever stop. Thanks. My most prized WWE possession would probably have to be the WrestleMania 20-0 Undertaker plaque, just because it's really special to me watching that match live, and that was my first WrestleMania, so I'd probably give it to that one. What are we at? 22. Not bad. Reggie Butler asks, what is your thought on the Caitlyn and AJ rivalry? I thought the Caitlyn and AJ rivalry was really good, but it's probably ending now. But it was really good for what it was, a great Divas feud, so I give it an A+. XSSV320XS asks, your thought on RVD returning? It was amazing. It was awesome. Do you believe in the Shield? Yes, I do believe in the Shield. They've proven since day one that they're the better man. John Cena, largest fan 54. If you were a WWE superstar and you just made a debut, who would you go after and why? Probably Kofi Kingston, because I'd love to see how he works in the ring. Shout out please, John Cena, largest fan 54. Go sub. Why do you enjoy WWE? Because it's entertaining, and I don't care if it's fake. It's just my passion, and I'm never really gonna ever stop watching wrestling. Pissy Clown asks, what 2 divas would you like to make sweet love to? I don't know, AJ. What diva do you wank off the most to? Probably AJ. America Menguarduza asks, who is the hottest diva, Alicia Fox or Cameron? Probably Cameron. Jamin 1998 asks, least favorite DVD? Probably ECW December to Dismember. Least favorite wrestling show? SmackDown, Raw, ECW, etc. Probably SmackDown, or Main Event actually, because it's not really that appealing to me. Least favorite pay-per-view? Probably ECW December to Dismember. Sorry, I botched that. Hope this will help your video. Probably took up most of the questions. That's fine, dude. And Jammin 1998 asks, have you been to any wrestling events? Yes, I've been to Night of Champions 2011, WrestleMania 28, WrestleMania 29, and WrestleMania Money in the Bank 2013. And I've been to Raws too. I think I've been to a Raw in 2011 and 2012. If so, which one's favorite show? My favorite show out of those would probably have to be WrestleMania 28, SmackDown, NXT. Favorite wrestling DVD? My favorite wrestling DVD would probably have to be the CM Punk Best in the World DVD. Favorite wrestling T-shirt? Probably the Miz Haters Love Me. If you have any favorite pay-per-view, favorite wrestling moment? My favorite wrestling moment would probably have to be Undertaker throwing Mankind off the cell. Have you met any wrestlers? If so, who? I've met the big guys like CM Punk, Jericho, Kane. I met AJ Lee. I met Brodus Clay. I met Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. I met Sin Cara, R-Truth, Mark Henry. So that's pretty cool. Do you collect wrestling magazines? Yeah, sometimes I'll get some magazines, but not like every single issue. What favorite WrestleMania? My favorite WrestleMania would probably be 28. Favorite wrestler current? Probably CM Punk. Putting aside Kofi. Favorite wrestler of all time? Kofi Kingston. Least favorite wrestler current? Probably Tensai Brodus Clay. Least favorite wrestler of all time? Probably someone like, I don't know. I really don't know. Least favorite WrestleMania? Probably WrestleMania 27. It wasn't really that great. I mean, they did have some good matches like the Undertaker and Triple H, but wasn't really nothing to, you know what I mean. Miss Latino, he asks, if you watch the NBA, do you think it's fixed? No, not really. What's your worst moment you've had as a wrestling fan? What's your worst? My worst was probably hearing the death of Eddie Guerrero and Chris Benoit and Doink the Clown that just recently passed. So, and what was your best? Probably Kofi winning the Intercontinental title for the first time. Go Kofi. He's getting there. He's gonna be a main eventer one day. I'm telling you. Do you play any sports? Yes, I play baseball. That's pretty much it. I play baseball all year round. Why did you start making YouTube videos? Because I've seen a lot of people making them, and I thought it would be cool, and I just tried it out, and I'm here today. So, yeah. Who's your favorite YWC member? Probably Stevie Breach, just because he's a cool guy, and he'll actually respond to you on Twitter. Actually, no, probably Zach, because he'll probably respond to you the most on Twitter. Caesar Villanueva asks, my question is, can you subscribe back, please? Possibly, if I remember it. Giovanni Cabrera, what's a Q&A? The Red Standard, when did you start watching wrestling, and what was it that got you into wrestling? I watched in 2008, and it was my friend. WOC01 asks, what is your favorite autograph you own? Probably the Jericho one, just because he personalized it to me and it's really cool. 99 Awesome One. Who are the top 5 wrestlers that you have met? Alright, in order, I'd probably say number 5 would be Bret Hart, number 4 would be Kane, number 3 would be Shawn Michaels, number 2 would be CM Punk, and number 1 would be Chris Jericho. And what wrestling autograph signing event will you be attending next? Probably Ringside Fest. It's in New York City. So yeah, I'm probably going to be getting a lot of figures there and some autographs. So yeah, thanks for the questions. And you have an awesome channel, by the way. Reggie Butler, will you trade me a figure? Yeah, offer me a trade. What is the number 1 rare figure that you want in your collection? Like I said before, probably like Elite 4s, Elite 3s, somewhere around there. WWE Old School, what is your favorite mock and loose figure? My favorite mock would probably have to be that Elite 16 Kevin Nash over there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but and loose would probably have to be Elite 7 Triple H or Elite 7 Shawn Michaels. In Punk We Trust 1, 2, 3. in your opinion, who has the best WWE T-shirt currently? Probably Dolph Ziggler. And favorite Ryback moment? Probably shell-shocking CM Punk on the top of the Hell in a Cell. Oh, and one more. What was your most memorable Raw as of 2013? Raw moment. Probably either Cena. It was probably Cena beating Punk to go to WrestleMania 29. Inside the Code X. Why do you like wrestling? I already answered that because it's one of my passions, and I'll never really hate it. Reese 8RSS. I follow you on Twitter. Thanks. WC97 fan. What's your favorite thing in your collection? Probably the Undertaker plaque. Maybe my WWE title, my WWE commemorative title. DX Mania. If you were to be a WWE superstar, what championship would you hold? WWE. Ben Peters. What's your favorite WWE figure? Probably the Elite 7 or the Kevin Nash. The game HHH. Are you a Flyers fan? Yes, I am. If so, who's your favorite player? I think Danny Briere. Is he still on the team? I don't really watch it, but I am a fan of him. And favorite wrestler of all time? Kofi Kingston, baby. And great videos, by the way, too. Oh, Roberto Juarez. If you were a WWE superstar, what would you like? What would be like? What color will your T-shirt be? Probably green. What will be your motto? Probably. I don't know. Good God, whatever. What championships would you like to win? WWE World Title, all of them. And will you never turn on the fans? I'd probably turn on the fans just for business purposes. Ped or PE Drog 415 asked, what was your best pay-per-view you've ever seen? Probably Money in the Bank 2011. Maybe live, probably WrestleMania 28, but great pay-per-view by Money in the Bank 2011. The Maddie Gaiman, what's your favorite figure? Like I said, either Elite 7, Triple H, maybe Chris Jericho, Elite 20. I forgot to mention that one. That's a pretty cool figure too. The Oleg Cal, first mock figure.